The Buda side. So Pest and Buda used to be two different cities, and then of course finally reunited, made it much more stronger. Of course, it was important for themselves to not be competition to each other, but to be reunited. So now the one name Budapest, and you probably have heard from your guys as well, we don't say Budapest, you have to shh a little bit, so it's Budapest. That is the original name, or that's the original way to pronounce the city here. Now, most of the people do business, tourists, restaurants, hotels, that is all on the Pest side. And of course, if you can afford, that's one of the houses that are a little bit more hidden in little suburbs and little communities. So it's very pretty, of course, and the view is amazing. So when you look then down to the river and the city, that is, of course, the beautiful side. Also, of course, for a lot of people, that's why in Budapest, not on a day like this, because we had a national holiday, so the traffic was a little bit less as usual, although probably some of you think it's already quite a lot. But on working days, I have to say that this is really even double as busy as today's city, because a lot of people do commute from one side to the other, and that brings, of course, extra traffic within the city. We're approaching the next bridge, and that is the Sissi Bridge, as we call it as a nickname, but it's the Elizabeth Bridge. Elizabeth named after the Empress of the Habsburgers, that was the wife or the princess, and afterwards, of course, the Empress of Franz Josef. She was very popular here in Hungary, and therefore as well they named this bridge after her, Elizabeth Bridge ahead of us. Now on the left-hand side, another spot where you can go. So if you come back to Budapest, it's one of those cities where you roamed around and walked around a lot, so that is one of the things people love to go to. So this is the Elizabeth Bridge. So again, people here go up and down, I mean left and right of the river, of course, but it's not only pedestrians, it's a lot of cars, but there's also a tramway, and there is possibilities, of course, with public buses, so people also use public transportation in there. All the people are waving at us up on top of the bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been here on top of the deck this summer with mist, with clouds, with rain, and we're almost November. We're standing here on the decks with a nice breeze, a very nice, pleasant temperature. This is amazing, yeah. All right, and it's amazing that they could get through this, and of course they wanted to compete with Vienna. That was their most important part of it, so they wanted to make sure that they were important enough to be more important than the city of Vienna, what was at that time, of course, very famous. But they did succeed, I must say, and if you go into the parliament, it's an amazing building. It's huge. Inside. You can do tours inside of the parliament, you have to book it in advance. There's of course a lot of security issues, but you can do it. And especially it's hard because sometimes when there are important people visiting Hungary or Budapest, or there are meetings, or there are any official gatherings, then of course you cannot visit everything in there. So that is the famous parliament, and I really, and it's really, I have to take a picture myself because we don't get often to see it so clear. Now the parliament itself is just